Hola! Sypher back with another war recap. This time, we matched House of L, or House of L 2, should I say. I was absolutely buzzing when I saw this match. I left it spinning at night and woke up first thing in the morning and saw the match. It was a bit of a late spin for us, so I think we managed to hit the sort of 8 o'clock spin over in the US Friday night when everyone's doing their wars. So much better calibre of attacks and bases than we're used to seeing. I have to put in Joe's 99%, partly because he's very lucky and partly because it's hilarious. Starts off with a ton of minions, just picking off percentage. Just to drop a wizard. That one wizard probably could have been the difference in the attack if he didn't have to use it, potentially. So we've got his Green Walk going down, just picking off storages, Archer Tower. On the left hand side he's got his that is a redhead, a Valkyrie, and a few more wizards making a funnel. Queen's still working her way up, steps into a little nook. Doesn't aggro the enemy queen there, which may or may not have been advantageous. We will never get to know. A ton of redheads coming in, king coming in. No need to jump because they're just going to beat through that wall. Queen does step up and start taking some shots, but under a heal spell it's not going to do too much damage. Nice jump spell. Doesn't connect the town hall, which comes into a play in a little bit actually, but that freeze was money. Gets the loon, gets the hound, gets the inferno. Ton of hogs coming in on the left. Does bump into 2 Tesla, but they manage to eat their way through it. King in the core doing work. This is where, so his queen's up top, tracking around on the left hand side, and his king and Valks do sort of have to backtrack now up to the town hall. If they hadn't needed to have done that, it may have made the difference. Saved on a bit of time. I think probably 1 second would have made all the difference in this raid. So both unlucky and I don't know, just unlucky I guess. So beating away on the town hall. Queen and her little paratroop of archers, so just beating on a wall because that's a thing. King and Valks are still beating him. We'll fast forward it now. It's gonna be quite self-explanatory. Hound still chasing. Queen goes down, so it's just left on the king to smash through some walls. Minion does go onto the hound, which again probably could have helped towards that 1% or 1 second that he needed. And that's it. Very, very angry, but also very, very funny. 99%. I'll show you one that went a little bit better. That's Chris, who's been a bit of an enigma recently. He's been on Royale quite a lot, so we haven't got to see his pretty face in a while, but he's still about, still keeping up to times with the meta as well, smashing it out. Queen Walk, obviously. A couple of goblins, just picking off some collectors and storage. Queen stepping up, rage spell any second. A couple of hogs actually, yeah, just to take a cannon and potentially try and get the lure maybe, if they make it through. I don't think they do. A couple of giants to tank for that Archer Tower. And then the Queen steps up, poisons down. It's going to have to actually go ahead and use a second poison because that Valkyrie's going to do work on him. But then after that Archer Tower's gone down, it's all on with the show. A couple of testing Valkyries. There's the main pack, there's the king. Jump spells down, rage. A couple of healers up, which is nice. Absolute banging free spell. Healing the core. And it's just murder she wrote from there. Valks are doing absolute work. He's got a pack of them left. He's got 2 healers on actually, which is just making them even more beast mode. Wisdom managed to take that AD down just in time. And he's got a wizard up top just doing some trash. And the Valks, I'll fast forward, the Valks are just going to do the work from here. There's just a ton of them, just smashing, just insta-killing buildings. A couple of wizards on the inside. Destroyed. Little cheeky wizard. Over. Next, Sven. Sven currently plays 3 accounts. How he's got time for one, I don't know. 14. But yeah, he plays 3 accounts. He's got a max Town Hall 10 that we don't see. And then he's got a 9 and an 8, I think, as well. So he knows what to do at every stage of the game. He's a hell of an attacker, really. So Quake Spell, just to open up that DGB, I think. I couldn't tell you whether or not this was a fresh hit. We may see at the end of the raid, I'm not sure how that works, but Goblin going down, splat, go the wall breakers, but I think a couple make it through. Punching column, smashes down that last bit of wall. Queen and Wizards just clearing some trash. Nice and patient on the Valks. King goes down, Valks go down. Out comes a Hound. Rage, insta-kill the Queen, heal. And then just a suicide. Surgical Hogs. Nice and sparing at the beginning. It works around, there's a DGB between this Ekbo and AD. And he works around it perfectly. I suppose you could say it was nice timing on the Hogs, but you'll see what I'm on about in a second. He gets 1 or 2 that just splat. Perfect. Couldn't ask for it better. Paffed onto a really long side actually, but managed to save the bacon from being cooked. He's got a minion and a whiz doing the ring nice and early. Queen's just going to step up and finish off those last few defences. And that is a wrap. Zing, zing, zing. It's a bit outnumbered and a bit lonely, this wizard. Meet back up with the party. There we go. Next, Midas. 16. 16. Space makes me laugh. For this war, I sort of built a base that is almost identical. It's got the same L shape in the middle, or the back to front L. Just a few different components swapped around, but a very, very similar setup base. And Mitt had been hitting it for hours, so he was quite happy, to say the least, when he saw this base come up in the war. It took a lot of adaptation actually to get the 3-star. I think he was planning on getting his troops to sort of work round on the right and finish up by the Queen. That was the way that he'd been attacking my base. But the Tesla farm that pops up on the left sort of draws his Valks off. So he did do quite well to adapt and change his plan mid-flight. Heal there to get them through the wall without taking too much damage. Here's the Tesla farm, caused a bit of trouble and sort of got them back on the ring really. A couple of minions on the right getting some money, a couple of archers up top just taking some of the high HP out. Queen's going to stay on the inside actually and just pop off some buildings, which is going to save some work later on. A couple of hogs just while the defences are distracted. King's going to go shopping, Valks are going to carry on round. Jump spell possibly could have gone to the core as well. Not sure what the thinking was on that. King's going to aggro. A couple of hogs sprinkling in. Queen goes down. Queen jumped over, the defending Queen jumped the wall, so it's all done from there really. A couple more hogs. King's going to get that cannon, I think. Sends in a few hogs just to pick it up, just in case. Yeah, great hit. Kevin. I'm not sure whether Kevin's name is Kevin, but I don't know whether he had a typo when he was trying to choose his IGN or what, but There's definitely two Bs there. To be or not to be. Cheeky builder hut's in the corner. Need to watch your corners. So he comes in, just an old school go-ho really. Possibly should have test wall breaked, but got through nonetheless. It was set against the wall actually rather than one off, which was a bit of a mistake. So queen's there, king goes in, queen goes in. King's just going to beat through that wall, I think. Oh, there we go, trump. So yeah, just a go-ho really, didn't bring any valks. Showing it still can be done to the right base. These guys had a lot of well, I think they were trying to design them to be anti-valk, but they're so powerful right now that there wasn't much they could do to stop them really. GB in the archer queen chamber, never a good idea. So that's that, queen's down, king and some barbs and some whiz just doing a bit of work. And here comes the hogs. Sprinkle them in. This first heal was a bit of a mess actually. I think he got a bit panicky that he was going to make bacon, so he just healed the CC actually. Yeah, most of them run out of it. I think he's got 2 or 3 that stay in, but most run out. Even this second heal was a bit wonky as well. I think he got a bit panicky with where he needed to use them. Maybe he wasn't expecting the DGBs there, but it's all wrapped up anyway. He's got a couple of whiz that I think are going to get dropped in a minute. There you go, on the corners. Yeah, great attack, all wrapped up. I haven't actually given an LVP this war. Should I think on the fly, or should I leave embarrassment? That's the decision. We'll have a flick through and see if anything sticks out. I had a pretty terrible war again. I got two, a 97% and a 98%, which is always disappointing. Godzilla had a pretty terrible war. Dun, 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 dun. Who did especially bad? There was one. Let me see if I can remember. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe I shouldn't pick one. Joe had a no star. Let's watch that. Can't remember this attack. Don't know whether he got fucked or whether it was a mistake. Just watch it times 2 anyway. So that arch tower's set back. He's not going to pop that. Rage. Which way is she going to go? Right. Wall breakers. King goes in. Whiz to funnel. It's all looking good from here. Valk's going in. Not very many though. Well, I see what went wrong. He was using an air attack. We'll slow it down. So King has gone down, I believe. Was trying to take out that Inferno tower. Queen's just popping off pups. Arch tower goes down. She's not going to go in, so that's it. Infernos are still up. She's got a lot of work to do with 2 hounds in the bag. Only 9 loons as well. Bit ambitious, Joe. Which way is he going to go? Guess at this point he's just panicking. Just picking up some percentage, I think. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Even that max hound just got melted. There you go, it's all downhill from there. So we'll slip that in at the end, bit of a cheeky one. Just make it up as we go along. Who are we in a war with now? That is the question. Happy Army. What a bunch of fun. Some Malaysian clan. Dun dun dun. 223 wars. Potentially ex-modders. Don't think we ever believe anyone when they're from Malaysia and they've got 200 odd wars. We shall see. We shall see in prep day at the moment. Right, we'll leave it at that. I think Marcel's already got a video up. Sorry, Pierre has got a video up. Marcel and Stu, both of which deserve shout outs, are going to start filming some videos and doing, I think Marcel's going to do the MVP series. And I don't know what Stu's going to do. Probably fail on Town Hall 9s. Pew pew pew. Because that's what he does. Right, we'll leave. Oh, look at my queen. It's so sexy. Bling ding. Right, we'll duck out. I'll see you on the other side.